When they asked me to talk about Glen, it really is kind of a challenging thing because there's so much I could say after 28 years. It was difficult to nail down or boil it down to just a minute or so. But I told somebody a while back, a group of young people on our staff, when they were asking about our relationship, that he probably fired me more times than Mr. Dithers fired Dagwood, and they all stared back at me blankly. None of them know who Mr. Dithers and Dagwood are. But one thing I remember about Glen, there was always the rumor, unfounded rumor, that he could be a little controlling, a bit of a micromanager from time to time. And I remember we were on a SO Systems management trip one time. It was a meeting that was on a cruise, and we were trying to figure out what excursions to take. So Glenn and I walked down to the counter and began to discuss the options, one of which was an option for whale watching. And Glenn was persistently demanding to get a guarantee that we would see whales. And the kid behind the desk kind of looks at him like we're both crazy and said, "They're whales, sir. We don't have control over the whales." Well, I don't know exactly how Glenn responded to that, but I know we didn't go on the whale watching excursion. I think from a professional standpoint, there's a variety of things that I've learned from Glenn. He never forgets exactly what our mission is. Everything that we did always came right back to how that benefited the membership. He was constantly pushing for excellence. Somebody asked me one time after we'd done something, been fairly successful at something, and I guess we must have implied we could do even better. And they said, "Isn't anything good enough for you guys?" And the answer's always been no. No matter how well we did it today, we're always looking for ways to do it better tomorrow. No matter how good we are, we've never reached our peak. We can always improve on it. And Glenn managed from that standpoint. I think it's one of the reasons we've had the success that we've had. And his recognition back in I guess the mid-90s was well ahead of the curve of when most credit unions recognized that our culture had to transform from just a culture of order takers, just a culture of people who were trying to be friendly when a member came in, to a more professional group. Glenn led that transformation, and our organization still reflects that today. And those of us that are not retiring will do everything that we can to make sure it continues to reflect that well into the future. I'll just like to thank Glenn for 28 years that have always been interesting and I think very productive, very positive in all respects. And I appreciate that, Glenn. I appreciate everything you've done for me personally, and certainly this organization. I have a great deal of respect for you as a leader, and I wish you nothing but the best in retirement.
Glen has been on the board of Kansas Cooperative Credit Union for over 21 years. I've calculated that to be about 250 board meetings. He was the board chairman when I was hired as the CEO, and he has served as a mentor for me. From the beginning, when I was hired as CEO, he always told me to respect everyone, do my best, stand up in what I believe in. Over the 20 years as a board member, you have been a great volunteer. Your input and guidance has kept all of us at Kansas Corporate focused on what's most important. And that's what a great leader does. And we've been fortunate recipients of your leadership. When I think back over the years, I'll think about the volunteer down, our many trips down to Hike the Hill and GAC events, Envista planning sessions with John Radeball and with your board and management team, and the many business trips that we've traveled on. Today, it's rare to see a person work in the same place for over 40 years. And I know that over the years, you've always put your members first. You have positively impacted almost 40,000 members with your leadership and member-first approach. We've enjoyed many laughs over the years, stemming from the many business and personal trips we've taken. Our business relationship has grown and developed into more of a personal relationship over the years. But most of all, I'm proud to call you a friend, and I hope you have a great retirement, and I hopefully look forward to seeing you in Florida soon.
Glen, congratulations on your retirement. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm going to miss you. We spent 20 plus years together on the corporate board, trying to support Larry and help the credit unions in Kansas. And I think Larry's hair is only a little bit grayer for that. But seriously, you've been a great leader in the Kansas credit union industry, and we all owe you a debt of gratitude for your leadership. And I especially enjoyed all the hours we spent on the phone or over a beer talking about credit unions and how to regrow our respective credit unions. You've done a great job at Envista Credit Union, and you should be very proud of your legacy there. You know, we worked hard, we played hard, and we've taken more than a few dirt roads together. So all the way from the sands of West Palm Beach to the peaks of Glacier Park, to the heat of the Vegas Strip, to the cool shade of the Thurman Pool. You've had a great ride, and Karen and I thank you for all those memories we've created. They asked me to give us one of our fondest memories, but we've had so many I really couldn't settle on any one. So I'm just lucky to be able to call you a friend, a peer, and I wish you the very best in your retirement. And by the way, I hope you still will invite us down to Florida so we can check out the dirt roads there. Good luck, Glen.
Let me start by saying that I'm very mad at you for retiring before I had a chance to. We're the same age. That doesn't seem fair. Not really. I'm very happy for you. I'm glad that you're able to retire and look forward to a new chapter of your life with great excitement. We've had a fun run the last 25 years or so. You've been a fantastic leader for Envista and all of the other monikers that preceded it that we've worked on. You've set the tone for a professional, forward-looking organization and always had the members' best interests at heart. We've had a lot of good times, a couple of bad times that weren't so fun. We've got to look forward to a lot of great things with our families. We've watched our kids grow up. You've been a confidant, a friend, as well as a colleague. And so I look forward to hearing from you as you retire. One memory that I want to share with you that was probably less than satisfactory, but I'll never forget. A long time ago in Kansas City, we went on a river cruise. I think my family froze to death on that. So I thank you for that wonderful memory. I look forward to hearing how you love Florida and all the good times that you're having down there. But more than that, I look forward to having the run of the house if I ever make it down that way. Seriously, congratulations on a great career. I'm extremely happy for you. Look forward to hearing from you, and just look forward to seeing you come back and visit us. Congratulations.
There's something Glenn and I have talked about for a lot of years, and I think now is the time to set the record straight. The other reason is I just like to get in the last word. What I need to set the record straight on is that for a lot of years, I have gone to various meetings or been in various situations. They might have been personnel issues. They could have been issues of policy or procedure within our organization. It might have been an issue where I had to go to the old chapter meetings or some political activity or a shared branch issue. And I would deliver a message that oftentimes was not well received. And it was inevitable that when I delivered that message, somebody would look at me and say, "Does Glenn know about this? Are you sure Glenn knows about this? Well, this wouldn't be happening if Glenn Scott knew about this." Well, I don't know why nothing sticks to Glenn, but he has taken great delight in it all these years. What I want to set the record straight on is for all you people who ask that question, yes, Glenn Scott knew about every one of those things. Don't blame it on me if you didn't like it. Now that that's been said, here in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be moving down into the president's office. But I'm not going to unpack the boxes yet because I have this reoccurring nightmare that I'm going to walk into the January board meeting. I'm going to make a recommendation on something, and Dan Ramsey's going to look at me and say, "Does Glenn know about this?" And if that happens, I think it's all over. Once again, Glenn, thanks for everything. Best wishes and a long and happy retirement.